Hello friends, welcome. Friends, today we are going to talk about a DOT website which gathers license fee and spectrum fee paid by various licensees. It includes all kinds of licensees, not just the key operators, everybody included. It's all captured in this website called revenue management website called Saras in Hindi. So you look at this, Saras. So you'll get the link in the DOT's website, and this site looks something like this. So it contains 4 financial year information, and this is the most accurate information, better than what TRAI reports in their website each and every quarter. So this is a real-time information updated every day, right? So that is the accuracy of this information. Now, friends, you will see that there are 2 different blocks here. The first block is the license fee collection, and the second block is the spectrum usage collection, right? Both information are available for 4 different financial years. Now the problem with this website is that it is extremely difficult to download this information. You can't download this information easily. You can go and click and have a look at this information, because it is like you have to drill down. It's like drill down one step or the other. Like, for example, first level you get all the licenses under which, if you drill down ISVB, then you'll get one operator. Then you go back, and then again you drill down PMRTs, you drill down, you'll get one back, and like that you have to keep drilling down. So it is a nightmare, right? Similarly, as far as spectrum usage charges are concerned, you will get the similar kind of experience. You have to go there and drill down. For example, if I do FY23-24, then we have got various license, GSM license, you drill down, then you'll get the operators, right? Then you go back and you drill down GSM micro, then you get the operators, like that. Then you can further drill down here and see whether these operators, where they are operating. Madhya Pradesh. This facility was available for license fees also. Somehow they have removed it. They have kept the circle level information only for spectrum usage charges. I don't know why. Earlier it was there. Now friends, since this is there, this information is there, it is important for me to download and process this information, because this information gives a lot of insights. And today we are going to talk about that. So I created 2 different Python programs to download this information, downloaded it and have stored in a file, and I am going to show you what this information is telling us as far as the overall business of the operators looking like, right? So let's go straight to the dashboard. The first dashboard, which is in front of you, actually has got 4 different blocks. Let me just explain to you first. First is the license fee, rupees crores, then the spectrum fee, rupees crores, in absolute number trend, coming from starting from 2021-22, going back to 24-25 till I think yesterday, right? This is the number which has been updated till yesterday. Similarly, the spectrum usage charge also updated till yesterday. And then the block which is right below the absolute numbers is the percentage of total, means the share of operators. Similarly, for spectrum fee also, the share of operators are listed in the dot below. Now, if you look at this chart, you will find that 3 prominent operators are visible: Reliance Jio, Bharti, and Vodafone Idea, and rest is all jumbled up into this small block of blocks, which are so many of them are listed here, which can't be seen because they are very small amounts. So the key operators are Vodafone Idea, Bharti, and Reliance Jio, which are clearly visible, and we are going to talk about only those operators, right? Now, look at the license fee as a percentage of total revenue, right, which is called adjusted gross revenue. What do you see in this trend? The license fee increased, right? And then in FY21-22, it was 16,514 crores, and it went high to 20,286 crores. But the gross revenue and the adjusted gross revenue is increasing. Why it is becoming stable? The question has to be asked now. The reason it became stable is the definition of adjusted gross revenue got changed, and the government of India, when it announced the telecom package, they said that from now onwards, the non-telecom part of the operator's revenue will be isolated, and license fee only will be calculated on the telecom portion of their revenue, which is being emanating out of selling services which are telecom in nature, not interest payment or rent, etc. Those are excluded. Earlier it was included, and that's why this became plateaued. And now from 20,286 crores in the next financial year, the number basically remained only 20,581 crores, right? And now until 2nd of August, the collection is 6,213 crores. Now, if you see, the spectrum usage charge saw a drastic reduction. This is very interesting. The spectrum, the license fee did not see a drastic reduction. The spectrum usage charge saw a drastic reduction because it was in FY22, it was 7,467. Then it went down significantly, 5,248. Then it went down significantly, 3,367. And now till 2nd August, the number is 1,074. Now, why the spectrum usage charge went down significantly? You know the reason why? One single spectrum band which nobody uses. What is the spectrum band? 26 gigahertz band. Now, this 26 gigahertz band you might not even have heard about, right? This is the block of spectrum which is responsible for driving the spectrum usage charge to this by this significant factor. Now, 26 gigahertz band nobody is using, by the way, because that is a useless spectrum band from the point of view of deploying mobile networks, because it will require exponentially large amount of BTSs. That is why the operators got hold of that spectrum, because it drove the spectrum usage charges low. That is the reason that band got sold. Otherwise, that band would not have got sold. And the why it went down significantly to this number? Because the calculation of spectrum, the overall SUC is a weighted average. Weighted average means, for example, if you have got, let's say, 10 megahertz spectrum in one band, and then 20 megahertz spectrum in other band, 30 megahertz spectrum in some other band, and you know that it is 5%, this is 3%, this is 4%, then you multiply and then divide by the total quantum of spectrum, right? That is how it is. So 10 plus 20 plus 30, it becomes 60. 60 you divide, so you get a certain number, which may be 3.5% or whatever the SUC is. Now what happens is, let's say if you have a band which is huge, let's say like the 26 gigahertz band is huge, that is 1 gigahertz, right? Now 1 gigahertz definitely has to be converted into an everyday equivalent. It will become 500 megahertz. Sorry. The 500 megahertz will be multiplied by what? 0. Because the spectrum usage charge for spectrum which is auctioned now is 0. So imagine that you have all this equation, and then you in the end you have got 500 multiplied by 0, right? And then you divide whatever, let's say 100 you have in the denominator plus 500 if you add. Imagine the kind of deduction that it is going to cost to your spectrum usage charge. Whatever was earlier 3.4% will now become 0.8% or 0.7%, right? That is the reason why this SUC has gone down. Now you got it, get it? So this is one important insight which people may not be aware of. So I thought of letting it out through this video. The other important thing that you might have seen, that Reliance Jio, Bharti was, the license fee collection for from Bharti was the highest in FY 21-22. You see, 41.4%. Reliance Jio was 37.2% and Vodafone Idea was 13.2%. And then slowly what happened? Bharti's license fee collections went down. Whereas Reliance Jio license fee basically also went down, but it did not go down to a level that it could have beaten Bharti. So today Reliance Jio has got the highest license fee outflow compared to Bharti, and VI has got the third lowest. Now 3i actually has increased, Bharti has decreased, and Reliance Jio has more or less remained the same. Now why it is like this? The reason it is like this is Bharti probably had a largest component of non-telecom revenue. So they might have got this out, and therefore their license fees percentage actually have gone on a percentage basis. Reliance Jio may not have so much non-telecom revenue because it was a new operator starting its operation only in 2016. So their numbers remain static on a percentage basis, whereas Bharti went down and Vodafone Idea actually had increased. a little bit, not a very significant, from 13.2% to 15%, and this near numbers we can actually ignore because this is not a complete number. Now spectrum usage charge, what happened? You see, Bharti has 49.0% in FY22. Now today it is 46.2%. Reliance Jio from 37.3% on a market share went to 28.3%. VI has increased its market share to 25.2%. Now this has to be investigated further because spectrum usage charge will tell you certain story which you will not be able to understand, the quality of the network, how the network is evolving, what kind of focus is there in the network. The spectrum usage charge will tell you a lot of insight, give you a lot of insight, and for that I have to go to the next chart. And this is the whole purpose of this video. So if I go to the next chart, and let me just tell you how this chart has been structured. Now this chart only has spectrum usage charge. The license fee part has been taken out from this chart. I only have spectrum usage charge. This has been broken down by operator and licenses. Now what are licenses? Licenses are what? It can be GSM, it can be CDMA, it can be microwave access, it can be microwave background, it can be E-band, all those things, right? That's how you have broken down. Now if you look at the color, Reliance Jio is red, and slightly it has been in the shade of red because I had to basically create some kind of distinction between GSM and microwave access. I've given a shade of red. Bharti is grey, and it's a shade of grey to bifurcate between different type of license. And Vodafone is a bluish green, right? Now let's look at what story it is telling. The main spectrum, which is the main part, the access part, is called GSM. Right? Why it is called GSM? Because of historical reason. Bharti had 2G license, and even for 4G it is called GSM. Right? So it's very funny. For 4G also you continue to use as GSM, but it is a 4G license. But from a spectrum point of view, it has been branded as GSM. Look at this. Bharti's access SUC, which is emanating from this access spectrum, on an absolute term is going down because of the reason I told you. Right, the calculation had got changed, and therefore the numbers went pretty high, pretty low. And you look at this bar; it is so small, right? Reliance Jio's number, access number, also went down. Like it is 2,237, and then it went down to 1,056, and then it went down to 612. So from a Reliance Jio point of view, you see that the numbers actually have gone down significantly. Let me just take a step back. Let me just take out this. Reliance Jio was 2,237. Then it went down to 1,056. Then it went down to 283. That is the point, because this number is microwave access. Whereas Bharti, the number was 2,470, then it went to 1,065, now we have got 314. So, Reliance Jio is how much? 283, Bharti is 314. Bharti is slightly higher than Reliance Jio, so you can say both of them are roundabout same. Now let's look at the microwave access. This is also GSM, it's tagged as GSM, but mainly microwave access. What is microwave access? Microwave access are those microwave links which are used for access. There are two types of microwave links. One is backbone and another is access. Now Reliance Jio microwave access, it will be typically connecting two base stations like that, and long links will be called as microwave backbone, which are longer than, let's say, some 50 kilometers or maybe 30 kilometers, those long links which are low frequency bands, so 7 gigahertz. These are around 11 gigahertz bands. So 478, it went slightly high to 565, then it has gone to slightly higher to 612. So what is that what you can see? The access SUC is going down because of 26 gigahertz band, but the microwave background SUC for Reliance Jio has increased from 478 to 612. Now as far as Bharti is concerned, the number was very significant. Microwave access, it was 1,110. It has roundabout remains the same. Whereas Reliance, it has increased. You can see 478 to 612, but Bharti, it has roundabout remained the same. So what story does it tell? Bharti's microwave access requirements haven't changed that much. It has remained the same, which means that the number of optical fiber connection in Bharti's network may not have that significant, and therefore their microwave access requirement to connect their base station to MSCs, etc., is roundabout same. Though they have increased it because it is a slight dip, but that dip is not significant. Whereas Reliance Jio might have got more spectrum, backhaul spectrum, but since they are OFC connected in lot of their base stations, so therefore the requirement for microwave access is lower compared to Bharti. Right? Even today, it is lower. Right? In FY24, it was much lower. Now let's look at one more spectrum, which is called E-band. Now E-band is a new spectrum block which has got higher capacity to backhaul. Right? It is very high frequency band. Right? It is in the 70 gigahertz band. Now, if you look at E-band, Reliance Jio has spent 229 crores in FY24, whereas Bharti has spent how much in E-band? Bharti's spend in E-band is 300. Let me just see how much it is. Yeah, it is 238 crores, and Reliance Jio is 229 crores. So for E-band, more or less, the story is same for both. Right? Now, let's look at the percentage number. Because the percentage number is going to give us the story as per the share compared to the respective licenses are concerned. Now, Reliance Jio has percentage share for GSM license, which is the access SOC, was around 30%. Bharti was around 33%. And VI was 10.47%. Now, as we move forward in time, VI kind of remained the same. It went down in FY24. Now it is still 10.49%, but you can ignore this number because this is an incomplete year. Now, as far as GSM is concerned, microwave access GSM is concerned, which is the microwave spectrum, VI has increased its requirement from 5.32% to 8.84%, which means VI is basically holding on to more microwave access spectrum. Now, Reliance Jio was 30%, then 20%. As far as the access spectrum is concerned, now in FY23-24, it is 8.42%, and Reliance Jio's microwave access spectrum is 18.18%, and Bharti's microwave access spectrum is 28.40%. So, what I'm basically trying to tell you, is that the outflow on account of backhaul spectrum, microwave access, E-band is overwhelmingly high compared to access spectrum. The access spectrum SUC is very low, means SUC has become zero, and all the SUCs which were attached to the earlier auction, 3%, 5%, 4%, they have become immaterial. That is the point. And everything now is very relevant is microwave access, microwave backbone spectrum, and E-band. That is the bulk of the operator's spectrum outflow now. That is where the major spend is happening, and Bharti has been spending 28.4% on microwave access, where Reliance Jio has been spending how much? Reliance Jio has been spending only 18.19%, which means Reliance Jio's optical fiber network is better compared to Bharti's optical fiber network. Now, as regards the E-band is concerned, both of them are same. You see, Bharti is 7.07%, Reliance Jio is a 6.81%. So this is what I wanted to basically talk about in this video, to explain to you that what this story tells us, this data tells us that most of the focus of the operator is now on SUC, is on microwave access, not on access spectrum. Access spectrum has virtually become zero, and 26 gigahertz band, which is a completely useless spectrum as far as operator is concerned, they have not been using that spectrum because it requires a lot of base station. That was instrumental in driving the spectrum usage charges significantly for the operators. So I think, friends, you probably understood from this video where we stand as far as spectrum usage charges and license fee is concerned. And hope you have liked this video, and I'll come back to you with a new video next time. Thank you very much.